Hey guys, it's Terry from the Quarter Acre, and today we are going to be talking about health. So, I have a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old. That's quite an age spread, and my 13-year-old is a boy and my 7-year-old is a girl. Once again, makes creating a health curriculum even harder. So I couldn't find anything prefabricated that would work for my kiddos and what I needed to teach them. So I decided to make my own. This year we covered manners, and I used this book. I really liked it. It was really modern as far as like it talks about phone etiquette and social media etiquette and things like that. We're working our way through it. I am on page 113, and up until then it's been a really great book. I kind of use these tabs to mark out the weeks so that I know what we're going to be learning about. We keep a notebook and they take notes in there. We draw diagrams just based on what's in here. We've alternated that with this book for my son, Guy Stuff, and it had tabs, and I went ahead and pulled those. But it alternated. One week we do manners, one week we would do Guy Stuff, and this has been phenomenal. There were some days where we worked a little bit on manners, and then I sent my daughter out to play and have recess while my son and I had more in-depth, mature conversations that she either wasn't ready for or didn't need to be privy to because she's a girl and he's a boy. So there was that. I have this one lined up for my daughter, the care and keeping of you. We're probably going to touch on quite a bit of it next year. I'm going to go through and outline which sections are pertinent to her now. Some we might wait a little while on because she is only 7. But as far as the hygiene and things like that, we're going to cover that next year. Also, this year we have used this anger management workbook. Now I've had them write in their notebooks, so this copy is totally blank, but next year we're going to handle things a little bit differently. I have come to realize between their Spanish curriculum and their health curriculum, if there is a consumable notebook like this, it does not pay to have them copy out. It does not pay to make copies. Just go ahead, pull the trigger, and buy them each their own. It just simplifies life. This has been really great. I love this. It has all these different exercises where they can go back and think about times they were angry and how they can handle it, and to recognize what makes them feel angry and how do they show their anger and things like that. It's really awesome. And then the other thing we've done this year is I picked this up from Zulily, and it's 4 social skills games in one. So it's manners, emotions, friendship, and empathy. And it's 2 game boards in here and game pieces and spinners. They have a lot of fun playing this along with me. For next year, like I said, we're going to talk about the care and keeping of you, and for my daughter. And then for both kids, I got them social skills. So with everything crazy going on in the world right now, we've all been a little bit isolated for the last year. So I want to go ahead and have them work through this. I got them each one. It's 50 fun exercises for making friends, talking and listening, and understanding social rules. So I think this is really important, and I want them to cover that. I also got this, Learn, Grow, Succeed. It's a kids growth mindset journal. So it's that same journal format, and I got each of them one so they can go ahead and write in it. And growth mindset is everything. If you're not familiar with growth mindset, it's the difference between, oh, this is hard, I can't, and this is hard, and I'm going to keep practicing and get better at it every time I try. I want them to have the latter attitude, and so this is going to help with that, because this year I saw them struggle with that keep going, keep giving it your all. My daughter, things come generally very easy to her, and so whenever something is difficult, she kind of puts the brakes on, like, oh, that's hard. What? No, things come easy to me. Why is this hard? This is not okay. And for my son, he can get a little bit of a defeatist attitude, like, why even try? I'm not going to be good at it anyways. So we've been working to combat that, and I'm hoping that this book will help do that as well. And then the last part is this book that I found. It's called One Blood for Kids. It came recommended on one of my Facebook groups that I'm a part of with homeschooling moms. And it's just a little bit more about diversity and cultural differences and what the Bible says about race. So I'm just going to read the back. Discussion about race are too often confused with political correctness or cultural buzzwords. Yet it is vital to have this difficult conversation with children in a way that they can understand. And God has given us a simple, powerful answer in the Bible. This reveals how biblical history makes clear what science is only now understanding, addresses cultural differences, people groups, and the science of skin tones, and sweeps away the flawed evolutionary foundation of racism with God's enduring truth. So my kids are not the same race. We adopted, and my daughter is a different race than myself and my husband and my son. And so for me, it's really important to address this topic early and often and make it clear that we are one family and that the color of our skin is just that. It's just the color of our skin, just like the color of our eyes, just like our favorite colors. There's variety and beauty in so much of the world, and I really like the message of this book that just basically boils down to Jesus died for all of us. So I like that it comes at it from a scientific point of view and a spiritual view together. That may not be your thing, and that's totally okay. Just a recommendation, just letting you know what we're doing for next year for health. So have you ever designed your own subject unit study? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what resources you use for health. Do you have kids that are different genders and different ages, and how do you address that? Do you create your own, or have you found something that works really well? I would love to hear about it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for stopping by the Quarter Acre.